Welcome to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I am Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Earlywine, and loving this time of year. The trees are starting to change.
The trees are so pretty right now.
Oh my gosh, Jack and I, I had him yesterday. Well, I had Joanna in the morning, and I had Jack in the afternoon, and we were driving around the golf cart because it got warm. This is that time of year. It's like you don't know how to dress. Just put shorts and a t-shirt on over your sweatpants and your sweaters, and then just take it all off.
You
in the
basically
afternoon.
need 3 different outfits. You need one for the early morning, one for the late morning, one for the afternoon, and actually 4. Probably another one by evening.
Absolutely. Yeah, but I've got my windows are open. There's nothing better. I love having my windows open. But yesterday I was riding around with Jack, and we were just driving around on the golf cart, and I pulled a real big stupid. So Jack was like, "It's warm, y'all. Can we take the golf cart?" Because Jim and I, before his volleyball game, we had time. When Jack gets out of school, he's starving. So we usually eat. You used to do Mexican Monday. Okay. Well, now that he's in school all day long, so we wait and do it in the evening.
Okay.
And he loves to ride the golf cart. So I was like, let's go get the golf cart, and we'll, do that. And so he's like, let's take the golf cart. It was really dusty because we'd done a lot of yard work with it the other day and went down to the burn pile and that type of thing. And anyway, so we did that. And so Jim drove separately because he was leaving to go get the bus to take the girls to Sicily to the volleyball game. And then so Jack and I'm like, you know what, Jack, let's just go the back. Let's go over to the car wash and rinse this thing off.
Yeah.
No big deal. You go to car wash and you get, there's big towels there, whatever. That doesn't work anymore. The big towel. So Jack and I go, and I'm rinsing off the golf cart. Of course, it's wet. And I go, I'm like, I better get some more change. I got to go get a big towel to dry this off. You can't get like you do the big towel or the wet towel or all that stuff. And at the car wash, that stuff, you can't get that anymore. And I'm like, okay, y'all didn't think this through very well. So we're on a very wet golf cart.
Oh, shoot. And when you started driving it, it all blew all over you?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. So, of course, I will sacrifice for my grandchildren, of course. So I, got a sweatshirt on. So, of course, I'm, using my sleeve to dry. And the guy did take pity on me and gave me 2 little towels, which did help. At least we did that. We were going down the road. We're getting wet.
Oh, my. I wouldn't have thought about that.
Huh?
I wouldn't have thought.
No, I was like, oh, it's no big deal. I always get those big dry, because I was like, get the wet towel to clean off the inside of my car too.
I've never bought towels there. I didn't know.
Yeah, there's a machine, but don't plan on going there and doing that.
Okay.
I always go to the car wash downtown, and I love the car wash downtown. I go there all the time. But I do miss the older gentleman that was there. He passed away because he was always there, so he would have just been like, oh, what you need? And I could have just bought it off him or got the change thing works, but the big towel didn't.
Did you know I used to work at a car wash?
No.
Yeah, it's one of those little mystery tidbits in my life.
What did you do at the car wash?
Well, I worked at Superwash for a man named John Corbett, who ran the one that is where CVS is now. Remember that car wash?
I do remember
by McDonald's?
Yes.
Well, in the 90s, they hired high school girls to work there, and our job was to stand out there at the automatic, and help people put their money in, push the button, whatever, get them going.
You weren't in any type of weird Hooters outfit or anything, were you?
No, I was not. No.
Maybe there was an ulterior when you said hired young girls.
No, that's just because they could pay us what we make, $5 an hour. It's just because it was cheap. Yeah,
probably $2 or $3 an hour.
No, I think I made at least $4 or $5, but it was cheap. I mean, that's why they hired high school kids, and honestly, they probably would have hired a high school boy too. It's just I don't really remember any boys, but then sometimes we had to do some science-y stuff inside and check the pH of the water and stuff. You had to do that, and you also had to make change for people, and there was a change machine that you kind of took care of, and basically just taking out the trash. You just sat there all day and helped whoever came through. But this was the time in my life when I realized how many people don't have common sense. I'm telling you what, that was an eye-opener, and I apologize in advance if this is you.
If you in the 90s had no common sense.
There were so many people that didn't understand, and the machine would tell you, put your money in, and then push a button. They would push the button, never put a dime in. It's not working. I've pushed this button 10 times. Well, the directions say if you put money in, then you push the button.
Then you push the button.
Oh. Okay, and then
I gotta
they do
pay
that
first, not pay after.
And then there were so many people that could not physically drive into the car wash.
Oh, yeah.
That they hit the walls. They ran into the walls. And how they even did that, I don't even know what they were smoking.
How?
Like pull in and then they just turned whoop, right into the brick wall.
Are you kidding?
No. And then there was people that like, there's like a guide thing for one of your tires and they would be all cattywampus on that. I mean, there were times like we had to go in and like extricate people, have them step aside and us drive their vehicle through because
You've got to be kidding me.
So my
Really?
advice is if you can't do that, if you're worried you're not going to be able to drive it through the car wash, don't try.
Mm-hmm.
Just ask someone else to help you before you get in there and it starts getting wet.
Yeah, I never go through the one that's automatic. I always do the spray thing. Joanna, if I'm like just want a quick rinse, but like Joanna refuses. If you mention the car wash, it freaks her out. No, we're not going to the car wash. Don't go through the car wash. She hates
my kids,
it.
they went through a time period where they were scared of it too.
Really, I remember just putting my face on the thing. I always loved it.
Well, then
Dickies
they started
is
doing
where we always went.
Yeah. Well, then they started doing the colored soap.
Oh, I love.
And
the
then my
colored
kids
soap.
were suddenly
And it
into
smells
it.
good.
Yeah, they're like, "Ooh,
That colored soap smells.
do the
good.
rainbow soap, Mom."
Yeah.
And so then they were kind of okay with it after they started.
But I usually don't go through that one too much. But I do. I do the hand bait. I like a clean car. And right now it's not clean to my standards. Like most people be like, "Are you kidding me?" Because I don't like anything. But having grandkids is like
Their kids are hard on cars.
kids are hard on cars.
For sure.
Yeah. I've got dried sprinkles in the back because JoJo went through and she dropped
sprinkle cone from Dairy Queen.
Yeah, she dropped her cup of ice cream with sprinkles in it that are stuck to and it's driving me nuts. And I just haven't had time to, get in there and scrub it all down. I like it to smell good. I like the air fresheners in my car. I'm that person.
Yeah, I like a clean car too. But yeah. Anyway,
but you'll get it whenever you'll have a time period where
it's actually really a lot better now. I mean,
they get older.
They're older. It's a lot better than it was.
But then one day you'll have grandchildren and it'll go right back the other way.
Yeah.
And with grandchildren, you don't care. Like when my boys pick it up, But my grandchildren, oh, sweet baby, you dropped your
whole ice cream cone.
You
it's
sweet
okay.
angel. My God, you perfect little baby girl. Y'all get that later. Okay, y'all. And what she likes to, and the inside of my car's light, and she'll like that. She'll kick my seat. She's like, y'all, I kicked your seat. I'm like, Joanna Jean, don't be kicking y'all seat. My boys, I'll be like, I'm gonna break your leg.
Yeah, you kick that seat one more time, I'm pulling this car over.
I like, now, sweet baby, JoJo, stop that. And then she just kicks it harder.
Oh, my.
I do not believe in soft parenting. Soft parenting is stupid. Don't parent. You're not your parent. You're not your kids' friend.
Yeah.
You're their parent. Don't soft parent your children.
But you can soft grandparent.
But you can soft grandparent all day long. Because it's like if you soft parent your children, you're going to raise your grandchildren. Mm-hmm. You know, but if you hard parent your children, you can soft parent your grandchildren.
There you go. That works.
Yeah, I'm always in trouble. Mac's always like, Mom. I'm like, one day you'll understand. They finally just given up.
Yeah.
On both sides. They're like, yeah, just let them do what they want to do. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, that's the grandma thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got an ad for us?
I do. Okay, so you know how the price of everything is insane?
Yes.
Houses.
Yes.
Houses. So I came up with it's a showcase of homes. This is 1963.
Okay.
63, 64, right? A completely built home on your lot. And it's a nice house. $8,990.
Wow.
Look at this ad. Showcase of homes. $8,900 completely built on your lot. Nothing down. $57 monthly for 25 years. All stone or brick and aluminum. 3 or 4 bedroom ranchers. Featuring General Electric So you're getting this house and you're getting your appliances, guys.
Wow.
General Electric appliances and heating equipment. Now you can receive the fabulous Steelcrest Showcase of Homes absolutely free. A new world of luxury, conveniences, and economy awaits you in this magnificent, colorful showcase. It's the greatest show on earth, bound between covers, featuring many of the hundreds of Steelcrest models and plans. So basically, it's almost like you're buying house plans for free because even house plans. I love to look at house plans.
Me
I do it all the
too.
time. And some of them house plans are almost $2,000 just for the house plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that well,
$57 monthly. Can you imagine $57 a month house payment
No.
for a
No.
brand new house?
No, and that's look at that. I mean, this car is like it's got 2-car garage.
What year was this? 19 what? 60?
1964.
Wow.
A brand new house for less than $9,000, $57 a month. Oh yeah, and apparently, like you could get split levels, bi-levels, tri-levels, 2 stories, Cape Cods, and ranchers, including the exciting World's Fair house, a modern miracle constructed by Steelcrest, and featured at the New York's World's Fair. Isn't that something? I don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought that was really interesting.
That's very cool.
Yeah. I actually even like that. I mean,
Yeah, ranch is. I live in a ranch, so I can say ranch isn't always my favorite. I guess the grass is always greener, but I mean that's a cute house.
it is cute. 'Cause
It would be a
looks
great family home. You got your young family, you got kids,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, because then it looks like it's almost like in between the garages, like you got a cute little.
Yeah.
It almost looks like that would probably be like an
a
open
breezeway.
a little breezeway that's not covered, so you probably get some light in that one. That's what it looks like because the roof lines don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of I don't know. I liked it and
Uh-huh.
I did like that little house.
Yeah.
Cute.
That's a great ad.
I thought it was a
love
good
it.
one too. I liked it. Something different
For sure.
And when we come back, we're gonna talk about 1954 when Flora did their Centennial 100-year anniversary. It was very, very neat. And what I was surprised was how the events went all day long and how almost every single person in the town was involved.
Yeah, everybody participated.
Everybody participated. It was kind of neat.
Yep.
So
Okay.
we'll be right back after this message.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I'm Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Earlywine, and sometimes we come across really neat books and that type of thing. And Beth has got the same book too, the Flora Centennial Celebration. A centennial is when your town has been around for 100 years. So we all know that Flora was discovered in 1854 by Samuel White. So all these events happened 100 years later in 1954. Now, Beth, 100 more years
Yeah.
will be
2054.
2054. I will be 87 years old.
Oh my gosh.
So I might be around for the next centennial. You'll only be like 77.
Yeah.
So you'll be good. But yeah, so I expect you to do this.
Okay.
If I'm dead and gone, I expect you to take over this centennial.
Okay.
But anyway, came across this book. Abby, I'm going to have you zoom in on this book. So if you come across this book, it is really interesting. Pick it up because we're going to show a lot of pictures today, and it's got a lot of stuff about Clay County or Flora's history. If you see it out, go ahead and get it. But I like it because it's Flora Centennial. This took place July 4th through the 10th.
Yeah, it was hot.
It was hot.
Right in the middle of summer.
Right in the middle of summer. This is the celebration. This souvenir program was only 50 cents.
Also, what I want to say about this book is that somebody has downloaded it, uploaded it to the internet. So if you don't have a physical copy of it, but you would like to see it, just Google it. I don't have the actual address, but it's all scanned in, and you can read the whole thing and see all the pictures online.
Yeah. Really, it's really neat.
Yep.
Everybody should do it. I'm just skimming through here because I have utilized some of the pictures out of it. But the very first picture I'm going to show you, and I'm going to be talking to Ty because he's got all my pictures back there. I think is the very first when you open up the first cover, it's a picture.
Yep, that's it.
That's it, yes. 1854, Flora Centennial, 1954. Queen City of Egypt. So look at this is exactly what, if you look at this top picture, what you're looking at on the left is the farm. And then you've got manufacturing and oil, and then you have the railroad, and then you've got the Little Egypt. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of neat. Which
we've talked about on another episode, which I feel my personal opinion is Flora's too far north to be part of Little Egypt, but whatever. Yeah. I don't see it. I don't see Flora claiming to be the Queen of Egypt anymore, but
I don't think so either. But like when I was in high school, that was the conference we were in, the Little Egypt Conference.
Okay.
Celebration, July 4th through the 10th, 1954. Featuring, this is where it gets interesting, you guys, Flora Through the Years, nightly at 8:15 p.m. at the football field, Monday through Friday, July 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th.
8:15, my gosh, people stayed up late in the 50s.
What the heck? And they did plays.
Yeah.
It was play. They did
It was a play every night at the football field. You could go watch Flora Through the Years.
It's so neat. Art Lowry and his Columbia Recording Orchestra at the high school new gym, 9 p.m. Saturday, July 10th. Parades, rides, fireworks, entertainment. 7 days of gala events and fun. 1854, 100 years of progress to 1954. This was all.
It was a big deal, folks.
It was.
7 days.
Now I'm just going to go through some, because in this book, you've got just some really neat old photos, okay? I wanted to show you guys just some of the old photos, and then I'm going to talk about what the events that they did that way, and then show the 1954 photos. But they did some really neat. So let's go ahead and throw up photo number 2, which I think is, look at this basketball photo. I love this. Look at the guy in the fight. This is the Flora Wolves.
Cute.
Flora Wolves take 3rd place in the state tournament. The back row, Coach C.F. Red Hollapeter, Wayne Gibson, Harold Smith, John Forth, Lionel McConnell, Russell Corey, Luke Holder, manager. The middle row seated was Phil Mann, Nolan Hodge, Elmer Knowles. The front row out there, Harold Huck Berry and C.F. Fuzzy Hubble.
That's funny.
Is that not the greatest
1926.
picture? Uh-huh. And at the beginning of this, it's like it talks about the history of Flora. So everybody should just pick it up because it talks about Samuel White and then the progression of Flora. I thought that was a fun picture. The next picture that I found that I thought, look at this. Way back when, John Borders. So, remember when we did the ice house? This is before the ice house. I thought that was a neat place. So this guy is freezing ice and just takes his little wagon around. And we just show, go take people ice.
Yeah.
And I would imagine everybody had the really neat ice chest, but I wouldn't think that it would last forever and ever, right?
No.
I wouldn't think so either. I thought that was a cute picture.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it. I don't think we've come across that ice picture, have we?
I don't know. I don't remember talking about John Borders.
I don't either, but it might make an interesting story. I don't know. Way back when with John Borders. And it's so funny, like through this entire book is so many, like it says compliments of J.E. Woofter. All the advertising in here
it's full of advertising. Like every business in town supported this whole venture.
Every single. Thank you for showing that picture. You can wait. Because just for instance, like the Flora Pure Milk Company is advertised. Cunningham. Remember we did Cunningham? Because I'm in love
Yeah, he was the one that was super cute.
He was super cute. I'm just going to read this. I want to just read this little thing.
This is an ad by Cunningham.
Yes.
Is this what? Okay.
The name that has been in the jewelry business in 2 adjoining buildings for 88 consecutive years, John Cunningham founded the Cunningham Jewelry Store in 1866. His son Charles went to work for him at the age of 18 in 1888, and in 1896 purchased the business, continuing in the same building as the jeweler. His son Rexford J. helped him during his high school years, and in 1913 purchased the bookstore next door, immediately adding several new lines, including jewelry. For 88 years, the name Cunningham has served this community in the jewelry and optometry business. R.J. Cunningham continuing the optometry business since 1924. We are proud of that record and humbly grateful to each and everyone who has helped to make it a success. We are proud to take part in Flora Centennial by being the name and the same business in the same location for 88 consecutive years. Mr. and Mrs. R.J. Cunningham. Mm-hmm. Now that store was on West North Avenue, kind of like in the area right next door to where the Advocate Press and stuff was at. That's where Cunningham's store was
at. And the word that catches my ear in that whole thing, that is a word that's going to be repeated through this whole book, is proud. They were proud to support this. They were proud to be citizens. They're proud of their town. Mm-hmm. Everyone back then had a lot of pride in Flora.
Yes.
And everyone, there was unity. Everyone came together to support it. Everyone was excited. Mm-hmm. And that is all things that I see that are lacking today. Absolutely. There's not many. There's a lot of us that are proud of our town, but there's many that do nothing but run it down on Facebook. They have no pride in their town or their history or any of it, and they are not unified, and they just want to complain.
Destroy.
So it's like we need to take notes from this book and like come together and really support our community and be proud of our history.
Oh yeah, our history.
What we have.
Yeah, Clay County history is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Next photo. Oh, I wish we had this. This is the Flora High School system in the 90s. And when I'm talking about the 90s, I'm talking the 1890s. Look at that gorgeous. That was Flora High School.
Yeah.
Look at that building in the middle.
Is that not gorgeous?
That is spectacular.
But along came all the people that wanted to make everything modern.
Yep. It's just like First Christian Church. First Christian Church was beautiful, and then we had to make it look like it does now. Somebody, the 50s?
Yeah.
Yeah. The 50s structure was not pretty, just saying. Yeah, I'd never seen, I'd seen other buildings, but this was the first picture I'd ever come across of the original Flora High School in the 1890s. So I thought that was a really neat picture.
That's beautiful.
Then my next one, this picture is from 1910. Mrs. Frank Trago and friends.
So you got your dirt road.
Your dirt road. They are downtown.
And they got a sidewalk.
There is a sidewalk.
They're hitching their horse to the
hitching
pole.
Post.
And they're out in their beautiful white dresses and big old hats. Black skirts.
I'm just glad to say that I love that time period. I love the turn of the century. I love the 20th century, 1900s. I love the Victorian era. But I am so glad we don't dress like that anymore.
Yeah. I don't think it would have been very warm, for one thing.
Either that or it would have been massively hot in the summertime. I would have melted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Me
too.
Yeah.
I like comfortable clothes. I'm thankful for that.
I do too. I am
one modern convenience that I'm glad we've gotten,
Absolutely.
to. So.
Okay. Now let's go to the next picture. Look at this. I love this picture. So this picture is on the right side where the bicycle is down. I love this picture. That is the baseball team. Okay. On the left side is the band. Okay. This picture was taken in front of Bowman's. So this picture was taken on the street where Phillips Park is at now.
Okay.
So that was where the Bowman hardware store was at.
Yep.
And that's where that picture was taken. But I think can you read what it says on there? Onto the ball game.
Corner of Locust Street and East North Avenue, 1908.
1908. But the kids are getting ready to go play ball, and then the band is there getting ready to support them in front of Bowman's. So if next time you're just driving by Phillips Park, think about that picture being taken right there in front.
And someone just threw their bicycle down to get in the picture. You could have parked that off to the side, but that's okay.
But why bother?
Yeah.
Why bother? I can't. Okay, I think that picture was, I don't know what's next. I've lost track of. Oh, look at this one. This one is the original lumber yard. Okay, which the lumber yard's got a great story on it too. This is 1910 Edward Allen. Serving Flora and community for the past 44 years. And then it talks about they had varnishes, they had floor enamels, they had everything that you would have needed back in the day.
Look at that old stove.
Isn't that old stove cool? Yeah, the pictures are fantastic. I did love that picture. Yeah, because it shows it's like serving Flora community for the past 44 years with Monarch paints. They sell varnishes, floor enamels, super Kim tone, color bright enamel, floor waxes, floor sanders, and polishes. But the lumberyard would make a great episode because I didn't realize all the changes that it went through. And that original building is right where it's always stood. So the lumberyard where you see it's at now, which is called, I don't know if it's the lumberyard anymore. If
Flora Lumber.
Is it Flora Lumber? I know we got new owners again. So
Flora Lumber Supply. Okay.
So, but yeah, but I didn't show the other pictures because I actually would like to do an episode on the lumberyard.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Put that on our list.
Let's go. This is a fun one.
Okay.
1825. 1825.
1925.
I'm sorry. Is that 1925? Yeah. A queen picture.
Okay.
Okay. Let me tell you who was crowned here.
I've seen this before.
I love this picture. A queen was crowned in 1925, shown from left to right at a coronation ceremony. Is the former Esther Lewis. Okay. Marjorie, look at their hair.
Yeah.
Marjorie Golden, Martha Bowman.
Yep.
Celia Tibbs, she's holding some sort of really cool rod. Cora Stanford, I love this lady's name, Rui Stanford.
Okay.
And Dorothy Wood. Seated, Virginia Mann was the queen.
Cool.
Okay. Isn't that the neatest picture?
Yeah.
And then I found another picture from the Queen contest in 1937.
Okay.
Okay, let me try to find that picture so I can read that. I did not do a very good job of putting the number. This book doesn't have numbers on it, so I'm not really sure where I'm at, what I'm doing.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would have been real easy to be like, oh, page here, page there. La, la, la. But this is a Queen picture. And the guy on the left is the guy that did the pageant.
Okay.
Now, come on, Stacey. Where's that at?
Yeah, he was the sponsor, L.M. Wood.
There you
go. He was the editor of the Flora Daily News.
Good. Man, you got good eyes.
Okay.
Top row, Georgia Watson, Mildred Wilson, and Geneva Brown. Mildred Wilson, does that name sound familiar to you?
No.
She does me. Is that Calvin Wilson's grandmother?
I don't know. Maybe it is.
And then I'm going to show one more picture before we take.
I love those old names though. Geneva.
Oh, I do too.
Mildred, Georgia, Pearl. Now those are great names.
Too. They're all coming back.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to show a last picture of what this is. Flora of yesteryear. This is a downtown picture. Flora. If you look to the bottom left, this is like if you're standing on Elm Street looking to the east, right there to the left, you can barely see where the Orpheum Theater was, where that's where Stanford Marketing's at now. And then the recognizable building on that is where the gym is at.
Yep.
And then, just the buildings that stand out there. But that's just a really neat picture. because most of the time I can tell where we're looking at if the Orpheum's there. Those pictures with the wind. Actually, that's not the gym. That's where what's his face had his office at.
Paul Duquesne had an office there.
And then the Stanford building you can always recognize. But
Yep.
those are pictures from the old. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about the events they did, which was unreal.
Yeah, a lot going on.
And then we'll show some pictures from 1954. We will be right back.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank.
We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I'm Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Earlywine, and we are going through the program now that was held July 4th, 1954 to July 10th. This is celebrating Flora's 100 year of being around.
Don't you wish time travel was possible?
Oh, my gosh.
So if time travel was possible, I would totally go back to the July the 4th of 1954, and I would attend this Centennial.
Oh, I totally would.
This would be right up our alley.
It would be right up my alley.
We love stuff like this.
I would have to maybe time travel just a little bit more because of that Cunningham guy.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Mr. Cunningham.
Oh, yeah. If I could time travel, I would do it all the time. But I would definitely land on this day for just a little bit.
It would be awesome.
Just a little bit. I wouldn't, maybe not spend the whole day. I might get too hot and sweaty, but yeah, I'd like to be there.
I'm telling you guys, what they did today was just unprecedented. You know, like we have our fairs and stuff, every single person in town. And when I show you the pictures at our last segment, you're going to be like, holy cow. I mean, just everybody was there.
Everybody was there, and they had been planning to be there for a long time because they did a lot of prep work. Let me tell you.
All out.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to read through the Sunday. So the program. Sunday, July 4th, Independence Day.
Okay.
1954. This is what happened at 8 p.m. Interdenominational church services.
8 p.m. or 8 a.m.?
8 p.m.
Oh.
They kicked it off that night.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Interdenominational church services at Pageant Field with Dr. F.G. Schroeder, president of Eden Theological Seminary of Webster Groves, Missouri, as the principal speaker.
So they brought in a big speaker.
They did. Special music by 100 Voice Church Choir, directed by Donald Kennedy.
100 Voices Church Choir. I want to see that.
I'm there already.
I'm definitely taking the time machine there. Okay.
Okay. Governor's Day, Monday, July 5th, 1954. Getting up a little earlier from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Opening of the Centennial headquarters on East North Avenue for the day. Okay, so they
had a headquarters.
They had a headquarters, and you could just go in there all day long and look at the pictures. At 10 a.m., viewing of antique displays in shop windows on East North Avenue.
Okay.
At noon, opening of exhibits on carnival grounds, including jet and B-29 planes displayed by the Ground Observer Corps of the Civil Defense of Illinois.
Oh, so they had brought planes in.
They brought
fighter
planes.
Yep. Okay. Haven't done that since.
Nope.
Okay.
From 2 to 3:30, gigantic float parade. Parade route. Parade will form at McKendree School on East North Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Moves west on North Avenue to Elm Street.
Okay. Dairy Queen.
Yep. South on Elm Street to Railroad Street.
Okay.
East on Railroad Street to South Main.
Okay. Make a little loop
Make
there.
a little loop south on South Main to Flora Avenue,
Okay.
east on Flora Avenue, right to the football field.
Wow.
See, because the parade route that it is today is not the parade route that
Yeah,
we
I
used to
knew
do.
that. I can remember
we went
going
the other way.
Yeah.
At 4 p.m., drill demonstration by Anad Temple Patrol Team and Drum and Bugle Corps at the football field pageant site.
Okay, so did everyone just take the whole week off from work?
I think we had
I
to.
think the whole town must have been shut down because these people were not working. I mean, when you see pictures, everybody's at all of these events. They're not just like a couple hundred people there. It's like the whole town.
The whole town's there.
The whole town's there.
The whole town's there.
Okay.
At 6 p.m., a reception for the governor and city officials. At 7:45, introduction of dignitaries and speech by Governor Stratton was here at the football field.
Okay.
At 8:15, coronation of Centennial Queen by the governor. 8:15, first performance of Flora Through the Years.
Okay, the play that they did.
And then at 10:15, fireworks display.
Wow, that is a very full day.
It is a very full day, and I'm not going to explain to you because you guys have got to get this book. I'm not going to go through what they did, but they put on the very beginning. The first play was like the beginning, and everybody's dressed like Samuel White, and everybody right when we got discovered. Okay.
Or founded.
Founded, yes. Okay, now we're moving on to July 6th, the next day. Industrial Day.
Okay.
9 o'clock, we're going to open that Centennial headquarters back up.
Okay.
10 a.m., we're going to view antiques.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm down for that.
From 11 to 3, we're going to conduct tours of inspection through the International Shoe Company,
Okay.
B&O Roadhouse, and Valley Steel. So, like the shoe factory that's gone now, they took tours of that.
You could do a tour.
We could do a tour
Valley
of that.
Steel, you could do a tour. The Depot, you could do a tour.
Yep.
Okay.
At noon, opening exhibits at the carnival grounds. I'm not really the exhibits. They did like a lot of characters sketches, and I think it was almost like a fair at the carnival. 1 p.m. kangaroo court session in front of First National Bank.
Okay, let's pause there and discuss what a kangaroo court session is. Please explain.
I don't know.
I have no idea. Now, there are people watching that probably attended this. I mean, it's entirely possible. Absolutely possible. So if you were there and you were at the kangaroo court session, please email us at
And
By the
let
Way
us
with Beth,
know.
or give me a call if you know me
right.
personally.
At 3 o'clock, a variety show, free admission. That's at the football field.
I'm going to ask my grandma Zelda about that. I bet she might remember.
She'll remember it. The Flora High School German Band. Did you hear that? The Flora High School German Band.
Not their regular band, their
The
German one
band. Yep.
that we no longer have.
Alice Stoutenberg was a vocalist. Charles Westman was a vocalist. The Christianaires, Janet K. Smith was a baton twirler. And the Brass and Girdle Kitchen Band.
Ooh, kitchen
all these
bands were a big
bands.
thing in the 50s. So there was also
God.
I have a picture of my grandma in a kitchen band in a parade in Centralia around that same time.
We need that picture. That's awesome.
Kitchen band, like they played washboards and spoons and
I would be at this next one.
Okay.
7:45, swing concert at the pageant field by the Flora High School swing band. So we're playing.
Oh, yeah.
We're in the roaring 20s and 30s.
Uh-huh.
And then second showing of the Flora Through the Years. These people performed every single night. And then at 10:15, guess what? Fireworks.
Okay, so one interesting thing that compares this to like an event schedule for today, no food is mentioned. There are no food trucks. There's no, like a lot of times events that we have today, the food is the central item.
Yep.
It talks about what restaurants are going to be open, what food you can buy, what treats there will be. No, because you probably packed a bologna sandwich. There wasn't fast
I'm
food.
sure.
There wasn't
It
food
was
trucks.
probably picnicking.
Yeah, and instead you're doing activity. So the focus is on activity, not food.
Not corn dogs.
Today it is the opposite.
It's the
Food,
opposite.
not
Food.
activity.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Wednesday the 7th, Veterans Day, 9 o'clock. Guess what we're gonna do? Open up the
Open up
headquarters.
the headquarters.
Guess what's happening at 10?
You're going to view
View
antiques. By Wednesday, I'd be sleeping in a little bit. I'd be like, I'm good. I already saw the antiques. I don't need to go to headquarters today. I was there yesterday, so I'm good. I'm going to sleep in.
Okay, let me make sure I didn't skip a page because we're on the 7th. Okay. And then at 2 o'clock, there was a gigantic Children's Day parade.
Okay, another parade.
Here we go. Same thing. Forms at McKendree School, East North Avenue, West North Avenue, Elm Street, Railroad Street, Main Street, South Main Street. Boom. Right to that football field.
Okay.
I love it. And now at 3:30 at the pageant field, judging of children's costumes.
Ooh.
Variety show featuring the children of the community. Patsy and Marianne Buckley, tap dancing.
Okay.
Names Mrs. Buckley's girls.
Yes.
Joanne Bryden dancing. Oh my gosh. The Can Furls from Salem and many others. Master of Ceremonies will be Lee E. Daniels, Chairman of the Illinois Youth Commission. Here I'm back at the swing concert at 7:45. That swing band's playing again.
Okay.
At 8:15, final showing of Flora Through the Years.
Okay.
And at 10:15, fireworks.
Fireworks again.
Okay.
So it talks about the children and their costumes. They weren't dressing up for Halloween. They were dressing up as if they lived in 1854 instead of 1954.
Yep.
We'll get to that probably in a minute. You're probably going to touch on that, aren't you?
Yep. I think I am. Yep. So let's go to, which they kind of got, this got a little bit backwards here. Here we go. Let's talk a little bit more about what day are we on. We are on the 8th. Okay. I bet you don't know what's going to happen from 9 to 5.
Well, the headquarters is going to open at 9.
And then at 10 o'clock, what are you going to do?
We're going to view antiques.
There we go.
Okay.
And then at noon, we're going to open the exhibits at the carnival grounds.
Okay.
I love this. At noon, old-fashioned family reunion picnic.
Okay.
At the Doc Reed property on Vincennes Avenue. Ooh. Doc Reed. Interesting.
Is that
It's not the Black House.
Are you
where
sure?
the Willovers lived. No, because that was the guy, his last name was Black.
No, I think they just named it Black. The Black, didn't they?
No, his last name was Black. He came from Sailor Springs, remember?
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good, I need to go back.
Okay.
Featuring sack races, wheelbarrow races, and softball games.
I bet it's the one that's on the corner of Emory and Vincennes.
You're probably right.
Okay, keep going.
You guys. Ty, you're going to want to be here for this one. 1:30 p.m. Water fight between Flora Volunteer Fire Department and neighboring towns.
Oh, that would be fun.
Firefighting demonstration by Flora Fire Department at Carnival Grounds at Vincennes Avenue. 3 o'clock, band concert by the Flora City Band at the football field.
So where was the Carnival Grounds? It says Vincennes?
At Carnival Grounds at Vincennes Avenue.
You think that was where, like, the unit office sits, that area?
I would say probably in that area.
Interesting.
Style show by Sisters of the Swish and judging of beards.
Yeah. So, do you have pictures of that?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Somewhere in there's a picture of of the judging of the beard. So
that would be awesome.
They had all these contests throughout the week of things like from 1854. So one of them for the men was the beard contest, and it was a lot of men started growing out beards well in advance of this, like a month, a year maybe before. And the pictures I've seen have been amazing. Really nice beards. I don't know if you have a picture, but maybe we can find one.
There probably will be some. I don't know what I've got pictures of.
Okay, and then I'll talk about some of the other contests I know about too.
And then at 8:15, another Flora Through the Years. And then fireworks display. We're going to take a commercial break, and we're going to talk about the 9th, the 10th, and show some pictures of 1954. And I think there might be some pictures of the beards in there.
Okay.
We will be right back.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Give me order lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Welcome back to By the Way with Beth and Stacey. I'm Beth Cooper.
I'm Stacey Earlywine, and we were talking about the Centennial. So we're in 1954, how the entire town came out to celebrate the 100th year of Flora. And on the 9th, we're going to do a day of rest. It's Friday. They thought they've been partying all week.
Oh, okay.
So here's what's happening. This is Future Farmers Day and Youth Day. So at 9 o'clock,
the headquarters opens.
At 10 o'clock,
you view antiques.
At noon, opening of the carnival.
Okay, carnival, yeah.
At Carnival Grounds for the day and evening. So now on Vincennes Avenue, because it's Youth Day, we've got a carnival. Carnival just moved in. Okay. And at noon, opening of exhibits on the carnival grounds.
Okay.
Now, the big finale. Saturday, July 10th, 9 to 1. That's 9 p.m. Oh, I'm going to go back over here because it's a little bit cattywampus. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Do you know what's going to happen in the morning?
Well, I think the headquarters is going to open at 9.
And then what are you going to do?
View antiques.
There you go. And then at noon, what's going to happen?
The carnival grounds open.
You betcha.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
There you go. This. At 2 p.m., gigantic Veterans Parade. The parades were unreal.
Yeah. This is...
Forms. Okay, here we go. McKendree. I bet they're going to go McKendree.
Elm Street.
North Avenue.
Railroad.
West Avenue, North Avenue, Elm Street, South on Elm, Railroad Street, South Main, boom, where are we headed?
Flora Avenue, football field.
That's right.
Yep.
I so want to bring this back.
I know.
This is fun. At 3:30 at the pageant field, introduction of the distinguished guest speakers, Commander of the State of Illinois American Legion, Edward Dreimeyer, Commander of the Veterans of Foreign Wars, Raymond Shield, and the President of the American Legion Auxiliary, Margaret Stum, and the President of the Veterans of Foreign Wars Auxiliary, Sophia Goldstein.
Okay.
At 5 p.m., registration and reception at the American Legion and Veterans of Foreign Wars, for all members and out-of-town guests. 7:45, swing concert at the pageant field by the Flora High School Swing Band. At 8:15, we are going to show the last performance of the Flora Through the Years. And at 10:15, we're having fireworks. But over here, between 9 and, but then at 9 o'clock, 9 in the morning and 1 p.m., the Centennial Queen's Ball honoring the Flora Centennial Queen, featuring the music of Art Lowry and his nationally known recording band. Door prizes will include a home air conditioner on easy washer spin dryer, a 28-gauge automatic shotgun, and a floor fan at the Flora High School new gym. Admission $2 per person. So then at 9 to 1 at the Flora High School gym, they were giving stuff away, and the queens were on display.
Okay.
Isn't that the best program ever?
Yes, that's super fun.
Okay, now let's go show these pictures.
Okay.
We got not as many. Let's see, which one? This is okay, if you're looking at this, that's an old picture. It should have been in the other. It should have been the other one. This was from the 1900s. That, if you're looking, you're now like kind of in the middle, looking to the west. If that building to your right is where that was the Mediterranean Hotel, that's where Phil Wiley's got his business now. That's an old picture. I must have got. But look at all the people downtown.
Yep.
That's a 1900s picture. I think the next picture I want to show is this was the city council members in 1954. James Clark was a commissioner. Robert Walker was a commissioner. B.V. Buck Spalding was the mayor. Margaret Meisenheimer was a commissioner, which in 54, who knew? Lyman Bonneroff was the treasurer. R.D. Lewis was the clerk, and Clarence Kuntz was a commissioner. So those are the people that were running the city at the time.
Yep, and you can see the two in the background have their 1854 costumes on. This was a lot of people in town wore them throughout the week. They dressed accordingly the whole week to 1854.
Yeah,
and women in town spent a lot of time making dresses, bonnets. I don't know if you have any of those, and we'll keep going.
Yeah, those are coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, there's some pictures coming up next.
Okay.
Okay, photo number 2. Look at this.
Yep, here we go.
There it is.
Uh-huh.
Look at that picture. This is off to the ball game. Centennial excursions to Busch Stadium, St. Louis. I don't know what that means. But yeah, these are just, look, this is, so right there's the railroad tracks. You're probably looking at.
I think they were getting on a train to go to the ball game.
They were leaving Flora to go to a ball game at Busch Stadium.
But they all dressed in 1854. They're celebrating.
Because they're celebrating.
Uh-huh.
I love the guy in the very front with the black top hat.
Yeah. He
Isn't that
looks
cool?
great. Yeah. Very nice.
That's a neat. Yeah, there's just some of the pictures off to the ball game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Grandmaster.
And this isn't not near everybody, but you can see that group goes way back down the tracks.
Yeah, it would
There's
probably
a
be
lot
like
of
where Veterans Walk is.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
They're
Isn't
lined
it-
up
I
back
love
to
that
where Dairy
pool.
Queen is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next photo. What do we got? Oh, look at the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Love this picture. So this is 1954. So, they made all these hats and bonnets and
Uh-huh. Yep. Shawls.
shawls.
They're super cute. It's a shame this book is in black and white because I would have
Oh,
loved to
I
have
would
seen
have
this in
loved
color.
to have seen what it was in color.
Uh-huh.
I love that picture too because I could only imagine. But
Uh-huh.
it's July, you guys, when they're doing all this stuff. So these people were in it to win it because that would be hot.
Yes, it would be.
Yeah, and
And their air conditioning was not like it is today. It was few and far between.
few and far between.
Okay.
I love that picture. What do I got next? Oh, this is at the Elks.
Okay.
So the Elks had their own Centennial parade.
Okay.
Or their party there at the Elks in that big back room. But look at
Uh-huh.
all the people. Once again, everybody's
involved.
Everybody's
People are
involved.
showing up everywhere.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Next picture. What else did I get? Oh, that's the other. That we just looked at that picture. Look, this is okay. So this is just a cluster of picture, the Centennial activities. So, so these people are just, like I said, this is just the community coming out, taking pictures. This one picture, the one on the bottom, in the second to the top to the right, the smaller picture, that these people would be literally standing on, that would be on East North Avenue across where the town theater's at. That's where Ollie's shop was at. Because I remember Ollie's shop.
Okay.
I'm trying to see what that.
But
and Delman shoes.
Uh-huh.
See the like the overhang there? That's Delman shoes, and then where it says Ollie's, you can barely see it in the picture, but that's Ollie's. But look at that. That's one of the parades.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming down, and they are marching to the west. And look at all those people coming.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had the top picture, just some people playing. They just congregated for pictures everywhere they went. Oh, and then there's that one bottom one. There's some men with some beards.
Yep.
Okay, what else do I have? Oh, they had a barbershop quartet.
Oh, fun.
I love barbershop quartets.
Uh-huh.
They are the coolest thing. I have no idea because there's no names on these.
Uh-huh.
These pictures, because I would imagine you just had a lot of people just taking pictures and sending them in. So
that's kind of the problem with a lot of the history books is they don't really label everything.
Yeah.
But they tried. I mean, they took pictures. They just didn't label.
And then there is another picture. Oh, look at this picture. This is the country club got involved.
Okay.
So who do you think that little woman in the middle of those men is?
Probably, what's her name, owned the factory.
Regina Buckley.
Yep, I see it. Regina Buckley. That's who Malia portrayed at the cemetery tour.
She was a little bitty tiny thing.
Yep.
So this is the Flora Country Club. Picture taken on the south side of New Pro Shop, which that was in 54, so who knows. Left to right, Jack McConigal, Ed McDonald, Harold Crackle, which I remember Harold Crackle, right next to Mrs. Buckley. He actually was a bricklayer. He laid brick with my dad.
Okay.
Regina Buckley. And so, she's the only chick here.
Look how young she is. Yeah.
Yeah, she is.
She was in a man's world.
Oh, she totally was. Director is Bill Mangus. President E. Harold Wineland. Secretary P.E. Mann. Vice President. And then other directors, not president, Ted Large. Leo Large. L-A-R-G-E.
He owned a store downtown that sold car parts.
Leo Cutlick and W.E. Wood and M. Moselle. Is that all the pictures I think I have? I think I went through them all. I don't know.
Okay.
I find this book fascinating.
Yep.
When I'm bored, I'll just pick this book up. I love looking through this book, and every time I look through it, I find something different.
Yes.
Absolutely
But like I said,
it
it is online. Just Google Flora, Illinois Centennial book. It should come up. There's a website, and you can scroll through and see every page. And I know the picture I'm thinking of with all the men and the long beards is on there. And some of the winners of the costume contest. And
did it actually say that they were the winners of the? I mean, it on the
said
pictures?
something about beard contest.
Did it say? I wondered if it said who won.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'll have to go through there a little bit more.
Well, anyway, this episode flew by, so it's already time to end the show with a deep thought from Jack Handy that always makes us laugh. What on earth is he going to say today?
Okay. If you ever reach total enlightenment while you're drinking a beer, I bet it makes beer shoot out of your nose.
Maybe, baby. I don't know. Okay, Jack. Thanks for that. That was a thought I probably wouldn't have had on my own. That's the thing. All of his thoughts are not thoughts I would ever have on my own. But then he says it, and I'm like, okay.
It's like deeper thoughts. It should be random thoughts.
Random thoughts, yeah.
Yeah.
Random thoughts.
I should start writing. I think I might start a book like this.
You should start a book.
I'm going to, because last night I was really tired. I was getting ready to go to bed, and I cannot watch anything that's got any music in it before I go to bed. Otherwise, I'm in there. And so I was just getting ready to go to bed, and I put Vixen in her pen, and I'm shutting off lights, checking the doors, and all of a sudden my brain just comes wide awake, and I start singing Love on the Rocks. Ain't no surprise. Pour me a drink and I'll tell you my lies. Neil Diamond. Why? Why?
I don't know.
I don't understand.
Pops into your head occasionally.
It does. So guess when I went to bed last night, Sweet Caroline. I was going through every Neil Diamond song. I am cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it.
Well,
I'm nuts.
At least it was good. At least it was good music and not like something really bad.
The problem is when I'm hearing that song, I'm hearing the entire orchestra. I'm picking out harmony. Yeah, I didn't sleep good last night.
Yeah, I bet you didn't.
Nope. But anyway, that's me.
Okay.
Be glad you don't live in my world.
It was a great show. So thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will catch you next time.
God bless you and have a great day.